NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor announced Joe Burrow will start Sunday in Cleveland. The Pro Bowler suffered a calf strain in late July and missed time during training camp. Jordan Love won't have the services of Christian Watson week 1. He's been ruled out against the Bears. Watson has been dealing with a hamstring injury and missed the entire week of practice. A player who will be on the field Sunday is the Commanders' Terry McLaurin. The wide receiver suffered turf toe in the preseason game against the Ravens and was a full participant in practice on Thursday and Friday. And it's up in the air if Giants fans will have to wait another week to see Daniel Jones's newest target. Darren Waller popped up on the injury report Friday. He was listed as limited in practice and now as questionable for Sunday's game against the Cowboys with a hamstring injury. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Reggie was a nurse for 16 years.
I had become very burnt out. I wasn't making good money.
Then it happened.
There was an ad for My Computer Career, and it just spoke to me.
My Computer Career was the best decision he ever made.
I could study anywhere from my laptop, and I was working in the first couple weeks of me being in class.
Reggie hit a home run.
The field is teeming with jobs.
Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
The school is amazing.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m., serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
Goddard's Gold. From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And it is 7:31 in the morning. It is a Saturday morning. It is a nice-looking Saturday morning so far, but it's going to get hot later on. Got some birthdays today. Today is September 9th. Singer Dee Dee Sharp, the mashed potato lady, she's 78. John McPhee, he played guitar with the Doobie Brothers. He's 73. Tom Wopat, he was on TV. He's 72. Angela Cartwright, she was on the Danny Thomas Show when she was real little. Then when she was a little bit older, she was on Lost in Space. She's 71. Musician and a producer, Dave Stewart. He was half of the Eurythmics. He's 71. Hugh Grant, he's an actor. He's 63. Got into a little bit of trouble there for a few years ago. Constance Marie, she is George Lopez's lovely wife on the original George Lopez show. She is 58 today. Actor comedian Adam Sandler is 57. Rachel Hunter, she was a model who married Rod Stewart. She's 54. Eric Stone Street on Modern Family is 52. Henry Thomas in E.T., he is 52. Jazz singer Michael Bublé is 48. Michelle Williams, she was in Brokeback Mountain. Dawson's Creek, Heath Ledger's wife, I think. She's 43. And singer Hunter Hayes, he was in that Applebee song. That was his song. He's 32 today. Local birthdays, we got a few of them coming up.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Happy birthdays this morning to a long list of people, including Alexandra Flores Cordova, Cassie Pitones, Alicia Ayon, Alan Jess, Martin Bermudez Jr., Janet Martinez, Sarah Rolfe, Rodney Wolf, Leandra Butcher, Pat March, Ronnie Salgado, Tilly Altamirano, Bobby Contreras, Dan Wilkinson, Yadira Salgado, David Mendoza, Jonathan Navarro, Patty Farrell, Lisa Cook, Daniel Tirado, Marco Garcia, Norma Abina, Patricia Romero, Lydia Ornelas, Robert Contreras, Liz Zermeno, Steve Davis, Rosemary Rosas, and, of course, John Woo. Happy birthday to every single one.
Are you ready for some football?
Yeah! Really, are you ready?
KXO AM 1230 has primetime NFL football. The best matchup on Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night. No fees. NFL football is free on AM 1230. Don't miss any of the action. NFL primetime football on AM 1230 is brought to you by Southwest Security Services and El Centro RV Service Center.
And we will go over the NFL games that we have on tap for this weekend coming up in this half hour during the sports. Right now, we've got the World and California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. A massive earthquake in Morocco. The number of dead has now grown to over 1,000. CBS's Bradley Blackburn.
The airport was jammed as many tried to get out of a major tourist destination.
The room started shaking. It was going backwards and forwards and everything started moving and pictures started moving.
Hurricane Lee was a Category 5 storm, but has weakened.
Lee is a Category 3 hurricane with wind speeds near 115 miles per hour.
Lisa Bucci with the National Hurricane Center. Former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows wanted his Georgia election interference case moved from state to federal court, arguing his actions were just part of his job. A judge disagreed.
What the judge said here is, essentially, I think you acted outside the scope of your duties. I think that you went beyond what is in the job description of a chief of staff.
That's CBS News legal analyst Jessica Levinson. CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she'll seek re-election to her California district at age 83. ABC's Brittany Shepard has more.
On Friday, Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley's campaign using Pelosi's announcement to re-emphasize their stance on an aging Washington leadership. Her press secretary, Ken Farnaso, tweeting that, quote, Nancy Pelosi has been in Congress since the Reagan administration. It's time for a new generation of leadership and congressional term limits. Haley herself has yet to sound off.
Santa Paula High School in Ventura County had to cancel its varsity football game after 15 members of the team tested positive for COVID. 2 other Ventura County football teams had to cancel games as well because of COVID. A magnitude 5 earthquake hit Northern California yesterday morning. The quake hit 7.5 miles southwest of Fall River Mills in Shasta County. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And World California News Headlines has been brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
3rd and 7 coming up for the Raiders. Throws, and he's got his tight end barrel. It's nothing but green grass in front of him. 10.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on FM 107.5.
Took a lick and spun out of it. It's a 27-yard pickup.
Don't miss any of the action as the Raiders contend for the AFC West title. Raiders football on FM 107.5 is brought to you by
Southwest Security Services and El Centro RV Service Center.
And Raiders take on the Broncos. We'll talk about that in sports in a little bit. Right now, we've got page 1 of the local news. Page one is brought to you by El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the news this morning, it is a weekend to remember 9/11. 9/11 memorial events are scheduled for this weekend into Monday. The 10th annual 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb will be held Saturday tonight, this evening. The event is hosted by the Imperial Valley 9/11 Stair Climb Committee. It'll be held at the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds starting at 7:45 this evening. Guest speaker will be El Centro Fire Department Fire Chief Joe Bernal. 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb is a way for the community to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice on September 11, 2001. Each participant climbs or walks the equivalent of 110 stories of the World Trade Center, carrying the name and a photo of a fallen hero to symbolically complete their climb. Participants, you can still register, I think, at iv911.org, or you can register before the event begins. The Imperial Valley College will host a 9/11 memorial ceremony on Monday, September 11th. It'll begin at 8:40 a.m. at the flagpole in front of IVC campus, Building 10. And Yuma will host a stair climb. It's in memory of the fallen on 9/11 from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Monday. The firefighters and first responders from throughout Yuma County will gather to honor those fallen on 9/11 with the 110-floor stair climb. The climb will take place at the Pancracia building located at 350 West 16th Street in Yuma. The climb will be in memory and honor to each of the fallen 343 FDNY, 23 NYPD, and 37 Port Authority heroes, and to raise awareness of the sacrifices made by firefighters everywhere. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And shortly before 9 p.m. on Thursday evening, El Centro Police responded to a report of shots fired. The incident occurred on the city's east side when a man in a car drove by and fired shots toward an SUV. Police determined that multiple shots were fired, but after checking with local hospitals, were unable to locate any victims. According to reports, 5 or 6 shots were fired. Suspect vehicle was seen northbound on Hope Street. The incident remains under investigation. And a Thursday morning traffic stop ended in an arrest. 47-year-old man went to jail. At about 10:30 a.m. Thursday, El Centro Police stopped a vehicle in the 500 block of Euclid Avenue. K-9 team alerted to the vehicle, and police arrested the driver on several charges involving drugs. Passenger in the vehicle was not charged. That incident also still under investigation. That's it. That's page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person, and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on, and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it is page 2 of the local news, served up by Menchie's Frozen Yogurt and Round Table Pizza at 508 East Dannenberg Road in El Centro. Imperial County Board of Supervisors ratified the proclamation of the local emergency September 1st storm on Friday, September 8th. During a special meeting, the Imperial County Board of Supervisors formally ratified the proclamation declaring the Friday, September 1st storm as a local emergency. Emergency proclamation was originally put into effect on Saturday, September 2nd, based on the storm damages and electrical outages caused by the powerful storm event. The ratification, the proclamation, it makes it easier to get reimbursed for repairs and cleanup expenses. El Grito honors Independence Day in Mexico. The city of El Centro will be celebrating El Grito at Buckland Park. It'll be held on September 23rd from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The event will be held, is held annually in collaboration with the Consulate of Mexico in Calexico, and it promises to be a memorable and fun community celebration. The event will pay tribute to the golden age of Mexican cinema, inviting residents and visitors of all ages to join the festivities. The event will feature an art exhibition, live entertainment, delicious food from local vendors, and a whole lot more. Master of Ceremonies, again, will be Gerardo Venegas. The headliner will be the Norteño group, La Nueva Tempestad. Other entertainment includes Hugo Daniel, Raul Uribe, Mariachi Aurora de Calexico, and Ballet Folklorico. And a new fine-free policy has been approved. It was announced by the Imperial Public Library. The library board and the city council approved of the library staff proposal to eliminate fines on overdue books. They say time has shown that overdue library fines are an outdated and punitive way to get library materials returned. They say the nationwide trend now is to pause a person's ability to check out material until they bring the item back. The Imperial Public Library is the first library in Imperial County to institute this new policy. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Imperial Valley now has a Round Table Pizza, serving superior pizza, inspired by the honor of valor and revelry of the Knights of the Round Table. The quality and authenticity have earned them the reputation of pizza royalty. Now, for a limited time, receive a personal pizza with 6 slices, cheese, and a topping of your choice, including a 20-ounce soda for only $9.95, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Round Table Pizza, now open, next to Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, 508 East Dannenberg Drive in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday at 106 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 81. National Weather Service says unseasonably hot temperatures will impact this area this weekend, with the record highs likely setting over the weekend. Temperatures will lower next week, hovering right around normal by midweek. Weather forecast calling for an excessive heat warning in effect. Sunny and hot weather. Highs right near 111. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 87. West to northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunday, partly sunny skies, partly cloudy skies. Highs right near 107. West to northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 87. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Mostly sunny on Monday. Highs right near 106. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 79 degrees, 56% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is moderate in Brawley and Westmoreland. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Page 2 of the local news and the weather has been delivered by Round Table Pizza and Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, 508 East Dannenberg Drive in El Centro.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, traffic, weather, sports, and a community connection. It's the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times. It's critical that we keep AM radio in cars, Because when cell and internet services are down, this free emergency service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is now time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. High school football this week started on Thursday, of course. Vincent Memorial defeated Southwest 40-34. The Friday night football, Imperial defeated Gila Ridge 44-14. You heard that one right here on 1230 KXO. Central defeated Otay Ranch at 27-7. Brawley got by Cibola 47-8. Calexico shut out O'Farrell Charter 49-0. Hoteville had to bye. There is Saturday football. Calapat takes on Saint Jean de l'Estanic. That'll be tonight. Palo Verde goes against San Jacinto Valley Academy. Also this evening, Saturday football in high school football. And later on this morning, at 8:30 this morning, a rarity. We're going to have a college football game. Nebraska at Colorado. That will be heard starting at 8 o'clock. Warm-up time, 8:30 this morning. In the next hour. At the U.S. Open, Daniil Medvedev, he ousted Carlos Alcaraz to reach the U.S. Open final. Medvedev, he's going to face Novak Djokovic. Djokovic returns to the U.S. Open final, eyeing his 24th Grand Slam, and it should be an interesting situation. That is tomorrow. Today is the women's final. The semifinal, Arina Sabalenka. She won her semifinal match, as did Coco Gauff. So Gauff and Sabalenka will face off today in the U.S. Open final for the women. We'll have more sports, baseball scores, and more coming up.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And on your Major League Baseball scoreboard, it was the Padres over the Astros, 11-2. Blake Snell, he did it again, has another strong start. The guy, he's got to be their MVP. Guardians beat the Angels 6-3. Diamondbacks over the Cubs, shut them out 1-0. White Sox shut out the Tigers 6-0. It was the Rays over the Mariners 7-4. Cardinals got by the Reds 9-4. It was the Dodgers over the Nationals by a score of 8-5. Marlins defeated the Phillies 3-2. Brewers over the Yankees 8-2. Blue Jays defeated the Royals 5-4. Orioles defeated the Red Sox 11-2. Pirates lost. Braves beat them 8-2. It was the Athletics over the Rangers 6-3. Twins beat the Mets 5-2, and the Giants defeated the Rockies by a score of 9-8. National Football League. We got NFL football, the first regular weekend of the new season. It all gets underway. Sunday, it'll be a whole bunch of games. The games that you'll hear on FM 107.5, Raiders at the Broncos. That'll be on the air at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon on FM 107.5, the Raiders station for the Imperial Valley. The Sunday night game, Cowboys and the Giants, and the Monday night game, the Bills at the Jets, both will be heard on KXO AM 1230. And in NASCAR, the Cup playoff race number 2 will be held tomorrow at Kansas. John Hunter Nemechek will return to NASCAR's Top Cup Series next season when he joins a Legacy Motor Club, which will become a Toyota team in 2024 and promote its development driver. John Nemechek, it will be back. And the Nationals owner, there will be no retirement news conference for Steven Strasburg at the National Park this weekend, though there is no indication anything has changed about Washington's 2019 World Series MVP deciding to retire. Owner Mark Lerner released a rare statement Friday to respond to a variety of reports about a news conference which was being planned for Saturday but was never announced by the team. The owner, Lerner, said, while we have been following the process required by the collective bargaining agreement, behind-the-scenes preparations for a press conference had begun internally. However, no such event was ever confirmed by the team or promoted publicly. Strasburg has not pitched since June 2022 because of injuries that derailed his career. And the Rams say their coach, Sean McVay, has already ruled out Cooper Kupp because of a hamstring for the Los Angeles Rams season opener against the Seahawks. The head coach said Friday that there is a definite possibility the star wide receiver could end up on the injured reserve list. McVay said the Rams have until Saturday, today, to make that decision. If Kupp is placed on the injured reserve, he would miss at least the first 4 games of the regular season. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports World Roundup has been brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And your financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. In the financial part, the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 0.2% at the close yesterday and was off session lows in the last hour of trading, but the index finished the week lower by 0.9%. S&P 500 also paired losses just before the closing bell with a 0.1% gain. NASDAQ struggled more and finished less than 0.1% higher at 4 p.m. at the close. Volume of the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ was lower compared to the same time on a Thursday. Small cap Russell 2000 fell 0.3%, while the Innovator IBD 50 ETF lagged with a 0.5% fall. Crude oil rose nearly 1% to 87.59 cents a barrel. In the Dow, Apple rose nearly 1%, breaking a 2-day losing streak that drove the stock below the 50-day line. Stock remains under that level. And that's it. We'll get your weather coming up next.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday at 106 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 81. National Weather Service says unseasonably hot temperatures will impact this area this weekend, with the record highs likely setting over the weekend. Temperatures will lower next week, hovering right around normal by midweek. Weather forecast calling for an excessive heat warning in effect. Sunny and hot weather. Highs right near 111. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 87. West to northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunday, partly sunny skies, partly cloudy skies. Highs right near 107. West to northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 87. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Mostly sunny on Monday. Highs right near 106. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. And we're looking at 79 degrees right now, 56% the relative humidity. Financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
It's 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
On the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Allison Keyes in Washington. President Biden is offering condolences over that earthquake in Morocco that has killed more than 1,000 people. He says he's deeply saddened by the loss of life and devastation, and that his administration is ready to help the people there. CBS's Ramy Inocencio with more.
Rescue efforts will be difficult and will take time. The quake's epicenter was in a rural region near the Atlas Mountains, where power has been cut and internet disrupted. In the cities of Marrakesh and Casablanca on the coast, people, shocked, silent, and sleeping in the open, processed the night's devastation. Many with nowhere to go and with the number of dead expected to rise.
A judge denied a plea from former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows to move his Georgia election interference case from state to federal court. He's charged along with former President Trump and 17 others. CBS's Christina Ruffini reports criminal charges were recommended against nearly 40 people, including Senator Lindsey Graham.
Graham was one of 75 witnesses subpoenaed by the grand jury. Regarding allegations, he asked Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to set aside votes.
Senator Graham applied for us to audit the envelopes and then throw out the ballots.
Graham has denied any wrongdoing. On social media, former President Trump said the grand jury has, quote, zero credibility and wanted to indict anybody who happened to be breathing.
President Biden is meeting with world leaders at the G20 summit. CBS's Ed O'Keefe is traveling with him and tells us Mr. Biden wants them to take more action on fighting the increasing global influence of China.
He headed first to the prime minister's residence for meetings there. The two leaders share mutual concerns with the situation regarding China, or as one U.S. official described it to CBS News, quote, a coercive and intimidating set of behaviors by China in the economic and military space. China is a big reason why the president is headed to Vietnam on Sunday and Monday for meetings with its leaders.
A Spake's convicted murderer Danilo Cavalcante is still on the loose for the 10th day. CBS's Jeff Glor.
On Friday, as many as 400 officers searched near the Botanical Garden
Gardens, where he was spotted on camera this week. Authorities are warning people living nearby to secure their sheds and garages. Cavalcante was sentenced to life for fatally stabbing his ex-girlfriend in front of her children. The Chester County Prison Tower guard who was on duty when Cavalcante climbed out of an exercise yard was fired this week.
Wondering if that political ad you're watching is using artificial intelligence? Soon those on Google and YouTube will have to tell you if things have been altered. This is CBS News.
You need to hire fast and hire right? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates efficiently. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Purchase new wiper blades from O'Reilly Auto Parts today and we'll install them for free. See better and drive safer with O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. When it comes to hiring, you don't need to be doing all the searching, screening, and interviewing yourself. What you need is Indeed, the end-to-end solution that makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire quality candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
KFC's new chicken nuggets. Hand-breaded, original recipe, 100% white meat chicken nuggets. The perfect back-to-school dinner option for...
Are those chicken nuggets?
Yeah, I was thinking we could...
Chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets!
What is happening?
It's dinner time. Order KFC original recipe chicken nuggets, 10 pieces for just $5. You've never had nuggets like these. That's finger-licking good. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Better be careful what you plop into that microwave.
It's super convenient to just pop that leftover spaghetti in Tupperware in the microwave, but researchers from the University of Nebraska say don't do it. It could be dangerous because it's unleashing hordes of tiny plastic particles. We're talking more than 2 billion nanoplastics and 4 million microplastics per square centimeter. And this is not good, they say, because they're not sure yet how these synthetic materials are impacting our bodies. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
The latest special edition Stamps in the Nation honor a centuries-old Hispanic tradition. Stamps featuring colorful piñatas were released yesterday as the nation marks a month-long celebration of Hispanic heritage. There's also an annual piñata festival starting in New Mexico. The handmade party favors, often filled with candy and other goodies like tangerines, will be cracked every single hour. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
I'm Ty Burrell, actor and small business owner. I'm going to show you my steps for making the perfect radio ad. This one's about innovation refunds and the ERC. First step, be relatable. I like pizza and puppies. 2, cold hard info. The ERC is a tax credit for eligible businesses that kept employees on payroll in 2020 and 2021. So if you qualify, Innovation Refunds Network of Independent Tax Attorneys could help you claim it. 3, go to innovationrefunds.com or call 1-843-REFUNDS.
Innovation Refunds does not provide tax or legal advice. We work with an independent network of tax professionals. Terms and conditions apply. Ty is a paid spokesman.
Can I get a weight reading on the cat in exam 3?
Zuri needs a new vet tech after their current one literally moved to a farm. But finding an ideal replacement takes some training.
This is like herding cats.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Schedule virtual interviews and talk to candidates right from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time.
With George Gale.
Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
AM 1230.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
KXO.
1230 KXO.